been a little while since, we've made a video. An actual video, not one of those meme videos that no one likes to make. But I hope we can start recording more. We were just lazy. Anyway, today we're playing the Stanley Parable recreated in Rec Room. I have no idea what the Stanley Parable is. I don't know what it is, if it's a movie or a game or whatever. Oh. Okay. Amogus. Okay, so I don't know what this is if this is like a horror game or what. I don't know. I really hope it's not a horror game because I'm playing alone. Like, completely alone. Anyway, let's just begin the game. I'll probably be fine. Close enough. Please don't be a jump scare.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. And Stanley was happy.
It's just the box.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened.
What happened?
Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say hi. Never in all his years at the company had this happened, this complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
What? That was it? The end is never the end. The end is never the end. Can I have a coffee? I don't know why, but the intro gave me real. I can't remember what the name of the game on Rec Room is, but I'll show it on the top of the screen if I can find it.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
They're probably
Stanley
dead.
decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Look with that. What's with that dirty carpet, bro? Oh, come on. There's two.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nah, I'm gonna go on the right.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Yeah, no, I'm out. Whoa. Cool. Beep boop, I'm hacking the mainframe, man. Hacking the mainframe be like, hackers in movies be like. Pretty much just had a stroke.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
True. Yeah, can I leave?
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot
No.
here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
Okay, so there was probably a cut. It says something about, how I'm being selfish.
This is it, Stanley.
Thing for
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
Okay, now it depends on who she is. If she's a person, alright, whatever, I might just leave. But if it's like a cat, a dog, or something like that, alright, let's do that then. Guess I have no other choice, shall I?
That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to...
Bruh.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven. All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Gotcha! Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife?
No.
They'd want to commit their life to you.
No,
I'm trying
I
to make
suck.
a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here.
Yeah, I know, I suck.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
Press V on the... Press...
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence.
Oi! Move! Swear to God, woman. I'm trying to use the microwave, woman! God, I can't do anything in this house. I want a divorce. You heard me. I want a divorce. Of course, you are all chitter-chattery, but as soon as I bring up something, you're all quiet now, huh? Of course, you're always like that. God.
Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do. Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
Don't... I cannot believe you just said that. Get out. Get out of my house. Get out. The door's right there. Oh, really? Really, you're gonna be like that, huh? If you do not leave right now, I will call the police. Get out of my house. What did you just say? Huh? Yeah, that's what I thought. Leave. God.
But in his mind, he can go on fantastic adventures. From behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
I'm gonna watch TV. I swear, you sometimes. Please, just let me use the microwave. I just wanted to use the microwave. I wanted to cook some pizza rolls. Of course you're unresponsive now. Whatever.
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
Hey, wait.
First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly.
Proceed to spend time with the boys.
So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered through this fantasy world, he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
I'm not. I'm really stuck like this, huh? Man's really trapped me. Fine. Play your stupid
You
game.
see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button.
The wife ending. Bruh. Okay, so that's gonna be it for this episode. I will get other endings in another video. I'm just too lazy right now, to be completely honest. So, that's it for this video. Bye-bye.